So we're gonna be doing a test. We're gonna do something here just because for fun. So I have right here this wide-angle lens, huge wide-angle lens. So take a look at that. This is for cell phones, but this thing looks as big as professional DSLR cameras. Now this one that I have right here, guys, it's an actual lens that you can mount on a mirrorless or a DSLR camera. As a matter of fact, the camera that I'm filming with right now, I've been using this wide-angle lens on that camera, and I can show you guys quick as I bring it close to the camera. Take a look at the difference in viewing angle. So make sure you look at everything. Once I remove the lens, there are things that you're not gonna see because the viewing angle it's gonna be smaller. So take a look at that now without. Now with again. So there is my GoPro right there. You don't see the camera, but you see the stand. Check it out without the lens. So huge difference right there in viewing angle. So what I want to do today for fun, I want to see how everything looks like if we put this behind the camera on one of the cell phones or any of the cell phones that I have here. This one right here, I can mount it on some cell phones. I wish the extension right here was longer because on some cell phones it doesn't reach out and it doesn't get right inside of the camera, or on top of the camera I should say. Okay, so I have right here the LG V10. We're gonna use the LG V10. I have right here the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. I also have right here the Droid Turbo. I think the Droid Turbo should be okay. The camera, it's not right in the middle, but kind of like on top, really close to the top part of the phone. So this phone should be okay. I can also use this phone that I have right here, which is the Galaxy S7. For the phones that, see, this is what I'm telling you, like it doesn't reach, if I try to put it, see, it doesn't reach and gets right on top of the camera because of the clip right here needs to be longer. So, but we can put it on the front-facing camera. Take a look at that right there. There it is. The front-facing camera is right in the middle. So we're gonna be testing how everything looks like with the front-facing camera on the phones that, unfortunately, the rear camera doesn't work. All right, let's start here with the V10. So I'm gonna open the camera. The camera, this is how the camera looks like, and I'm gonna put the lens on it right now. So that is with the lens. That is with, I think you guys can see right there in the back my GoPro camera. So I'm gonna remove it. See, now you don't see the camera. So here's with the lens. It's a pretty good difference. So I believe this thing is like 180-degree wide angle or something like that. So there it is again with, and there is a without. One more time with. Huge difference. And here's without, and here's with. Yeah, big difference. All right, so why don't we try the front-facing camera now? So there's the front-facing camera. There is me right there, and there it is here with the wide-angle lens. I don't even know which camera. All right there. So for the front-facing camera, you're gonna get that the vignette on the sides, but that's the front-facing camera with, and here's a without. So you can tell the difference. Yeah, you can tell the difference in viewing angle right there. With and without. All right, let's move on, and let's see how things looks like with the S7H and this huge wide angle lens that I have here. This one right here, it's a 0.43x. To give you guys an idea, the lens on the camera that I'm using right now, it's a 1442 millimeters. So 14, it's not that wide, it's not that narrow. There is 18, so 14 is a little bit wider than 18. But with this horn, basically it turns my camera into like a 8 point something millimeter. So that's pretty wide. So here it is with the S7. So that's why you see without the lens, and take a look now with the lens. You see the GoPro camera in the back. Now take a look at without. Without. Wow, huge difference, huh? Yeah, and we get a little bit of the fish eye effect. Very, very interesting. Let's try the front-facing camera. Why not? So there it is, me again, and here with the with the lens. Wow, it's a pretty big difference. Though. Take a look at that. You can see my arms now without. Yeah, you can tell the difference. There it is, and there it is. It looks like this phone is dying or something else. All right, so let's move on. Let's try now the Droid Turbo 2. How many of you guys have the Droid Turbo 2? If you do, congratulations to you, my friends. This is an amazing phone. So here it is. Let's go ahead and open the camera, and there is the camera, and let's go ahead and mount this wide angle lens on the back. Yeah, right there. All right, so there it is, the Droid Turbo 2 with wide angle. Wow, take a look at that. Here's a without. Yeah, you can tell the difference big time. Here's a with. Yeah, it looks really nice. So see, I can cover the entire S7 that is on the table. If I remove the lens, take a look at this. It barely fits. So here's with the lens, and here's without. So big difference. All right, let's try something else. Let's try now the front-facing camera on this Droid Turbo 2 with this lens. So there it is without, and here's with. There is a with. It's a pretty wide. See, I can get really close. And here's without. Yeah, you can tell the difference. All right, let's try now. Why don't we try the front-facing camera on the S7H with this one, since I won't be able to put it on the back. But here's the front-facing camera. Yeah, take a look at that. It gets pretty wide. Unfortunately for the front-facing cameras, you're gonna get that vignette effect. But if you don't care, I mean, it takes pictures and all that. It's pretty wide. And can I see the picture? Yeah, there is a picture. So there is back to the camera. This is without. So you can tell the difference right there. Here's a with, and there is a without. All right. Let's try a few things before we end this video. I don't want to make it too long, guys. But this was just kind of like something for fun to do. Just to see what kind of effect, what kind of viewing angles we get. I have the feeling that this one is actually wider than this one right here. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? So let's see. Let's put this one right here on the Droid Turbo now. Rear camera. We're gonna do rear camera. Actually, let's do front facing camera and let's see what happens. So there is that. Yeah, you can tell the difference. All right. Rear camera. All right, here we go. There is a width. Here's without. With. Without. All right, so there you have it, guys. Like I said, this was just a test, you know, something fun to do, testing the viewing angle on all these phones with these two wide angle lenses. This one right here, for sure, it's meant to be used with cell phones. And this is the MPAL. Here's the box, MPAL. So you can go ahead and get this from Amazon or go to the MPAL website. Better go to Amazon. I'm going to try to include the link of this one in the description of this video. This right here, like I said, is for a camera. And you can mount this on a cell phone. But like I said, I just wanted to see how it looks like. So there you have it, my friends. Any question, comments, let me know. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.